Hey guys, and welcome back to Smutty Buddies.
I'm Isa.
I'm Priscilla.
And today we're going to be doing The Sweetest Oblivion by Danielle Laurie.
Buongiorno.
What?
Arrivederci.
Yeah, he's Italian, man.
He's
Italiano.
Italiano.
Okay, before we even discuss anything, in my mind, Nico is Massimo.
Oh my god.
Don't even lie right now. That's literally Massimo.
You think so?
Massimo.
That's Massimo. You think? I don't know. I don't get Massimo vibes from him.
With the gun?
I didn't picture Massimo in my
What'd
head.
you picture?
I don't
Italian
know.
motherfucker.
Just not Massimo.
Who?
No, nobody.
You damn well know that is that motherfucker from 365 Days. Do you imagine Nacho?
Hell no. If I'm gonna imagine someone from that show, it'll be Massimo. No, but I don't know. I didn't picture anybody.
It's literally him. It's literally him. With the gun?
Yeah, he carried that shit everywhere.
Yeah.
But I will say this is probably like one of my favorite books we've done on the podcast.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Just wait till the next one.
Yeah.
Just wait till the next one.
You guys popped off with a recommendation. You really
Christian
did.
is... If you think Nico's good, just wait till Christian.
I know. I can't wait. Can't wait.
That Russian motherfucker.
Okay. So, ready? You ready to jump in?
We could jump in. I don't think we
Okay.
have
Let's jump
anything
in.
to discuss. You guys comment down below which was your favorite book in the series. I know that it's not done yet. We've been waiting on book 4 forever. But comment down which one has been your favorite as of now.
Everybody loves Christian.
I think
Everybody loves that motherfucker.
there's a lot of Ronin
but not
Ronin
Nico.
girlies.
I haven't heard a lot about Nico, but I loved Nico.
Just wait. Just wait.
Okay, so let's start. So we have our female main character. Her name is Elena.
Yes.
And she has a sister called Adriana. I thought Adriana was so funny.
She's funny.
She's literally me. But anyway, but I wouldn't get with the gardener. I'd be smarter than that girly. I ain't getting no gardener.
Why the fuck did you end up with the broke boy? Except, he's a gardener for a rich family. So maybe...
It don't matter.
He's stupid, though.
Well, now, if she marries him, well, the money will never be his, but,
Would he stay a gardener?
Association. I don't know. He's gonna have to learn.
Stay at home daddy. Yeah, right. They'll
Gonna
probably
have
make
to
him...
learn.
Honestly, they might just make him part of the mafia.
The gardener? Like, yeah, I was a gardener.
Now I kill people.
I kill people. Then my
Maybe he can
shears.
he could be the one to collect the rent. You know how they have that guy that collects the money from people?
But he needs to know how to,
They'll teach him.
He walks in with the big ass shears.
That's what he carries. He doesn't carry a gun.
No. He's like, say hello.
To my little friend.
My little friend. He's like, the money. That's not.
Was he Italian anyway? The gardener?
I think his name was Ryan.
Oh, he didn't. I don't think so.
Okay, anyway, so we have Elena, and she has her sister Adriana. Now, her sister Adriana is meant to marry Nicolas.
Yeah.
Nicolas Russo, which is part of a different mafia gang. So there's the Russos and there's the Abellis. And the Abellis is where we have Elena and Adriana. Yeah. So they're gonna get married over a weapons deal that they got going on. It's a business transaction.
Yeah.
And Adriana is in love with the gardener.
Yeah. So she doesn't want to marry another motherfucker.
No.
Because she likes that green thumb motherfucker.
Gardener. She likes him. But then Elena has been avoiding meeting her future brother-in-law. Because he saw her and immediately glared at her. So she's like, I don't want to meet him. He seems scary.
Not my vibe.
Whatever. But then her father ends up introducing them. And he's like, oh, this is my daughter, Elena. Meet Nicolas Russo, your sister's fiance. And then Nico is like, we met earlier, didn't we? And he means like from afar. I'd be like, no, I don't know you. But anyways, her father ends up leaving, and she tells him, she's like, no, we didn't meet. And Nico's like, you sure? Because it looked like you had me all figured out. Like the way you were looking at me, and he was like, it was looking like you hated me without even knowing me. And he's like, you know what assuming gets you? And she's like, killed? And he's like,
you threatening me?
He's like, smart girl. Yeah, I'd be like, don't make me call daddy. Daddy? His name is Salvatore.
Yeah. Italian as fuck.
Ciao, amore. I'll be like, I know Italian. Salvatore Lana Del Rey.
Cue the music.
So,
oh my god.
they're at lunch. Oh, lunch. This scene, it reminded me of Peaky Blinders, because you know Thomas Shelby is always like, no fighting, and then everybody fucking fights and everything goes crazy. So
that show's amazing.
I love that show. And young Thomas Shelby.
I'm waiting for the movie. This has nothing to do with the book.
No,
but did you see
Barry
for the movie?
Yeah, they're gonna go for the movie. So I guess that they're bringing in the Irish motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So they're at the lunch, and her and Nico keep like making eye contact from
afar
the table.
Like, why you not looking at your other fiance?
Exactly.
Like,
well, she's sitting next to him, the correct one, and I think she's like drawing on herself,
like a 3-year-old.
She's like, "This is Mr. Rabbit." I think it's like, I found her so funny. I wish her and the gardener were not together so she could have her own book, because she's hilarious. But anyways, so then
they should have killed the gardener.
They should have. But he beat the fuck out of him. But so eventually they start throwing shade at each other.
Yeah.
Apparently Tony, which if that's not the most Italian name ever.
Yeah.
Other than Nico. I don't know what else. Tony and Nico.
Yeah, I know. Tony is like
Tony, man.
He sounds like he owns a pizza shop.
Tony's Pizza.
Tony's Pizzeria.
Pizzeria.
Not so fresh.
Deep dish in New York City.
Deep dish in Chicago. In New York, it's nice and thin.
New York style pizza.
And they have like fucking
welcome, sweetheart.
And sell drugs back there or some shit.
Don't go in the back.
I feel like he got a belly.
Don't go. But her Tony.
Tony
is like, yeah, I killed your cousin Piero. And the guy he's talking to, Stefan.
Yeah.
Stefan's like, you motherfucker. You killed Piero. And Tony's like, I did. And then all of a sudden, Elena's yanked out of her chair.
Yeah.
And like, a gun is pointed at her head.
He has her at gunpoint.
She's like, and then she opens her eyes, and Tony's like, boy, if you don't sit your ass,
do not shoot.
Like,
please,
better not hit that trigger.
Oh my god. He's like, wait, move a little bit to the left.
But like, Tony.
Oh my god. He's like, I know you don't got the best aim.
Tony, no. Stefan is like, I'll shoot her. This is what she gets for killing Pierre. She's like, I didn't even kill. She's like, I didn't even kill no one. And then all of a sudden,
missed.
Like blood. She's like, fuck, Tony, bro. But it's not Tony.
Who was it?
It's Nicolas. She looks. She's like, and he's there like to the side.
Yeah. Like, one hand
to the side.
Experienced.
And Tony's like, what the fuck happened? Even Tony's like, I blinked and he's
put
gone.
Her away. Please put the gun away.
Yeah, he sits back down. He's like, okay. So then,
this motherfucker.
So then
he killed his own family.
He killed his own cousin.
You go fuck.
He said, nah, you ain't gonna hold no gun to her head, even though I just met her. Even though I just met her.
And I despise her.
And I hate her, but no. I couldn't have that. But in his head, he's like, Tony will get what's coming to him. He killed Piero, bro.
Yeah.
He killed Piero.
Yeah.
So then they keep staring at each other since that lunch. And he ends up beating up Tony. And he asks Tony, he's like, what hand? And Tony's like, do the right, bro. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna shoot the left. So he shoots.
I would say the same thing. I wouldn't want my fucking right getting shot. That's like my dominant hand.
Yeah, but it might not be his dominant hand.
Oh, yeah.
But he shoots the other hand. He's
I'm
like,
good.
You're picking that one?
You get the other one.
You're getting the other one.
Damn.
Sorry if you're lefty. So then one day, Elena and Adriana are at the pool, and the gardener shows up.
Oh, at the pool.
I wish I remembered his name. I don't think he was. I think his name was Ryan. Ryan pulls up with his shears, and Adriana's
without
like,
a shirt.
Without a shirt, and Adriana's like, bro, like I need to talk to him, and Elena's like, we're in a mafia household,
yeah.
bitch. Like there's cameras everywhere.
How the fuck are you talking to him?
But whatever. She's like, talk to him, but inside. Take him inside. Because if not, like, don't have him out here. Anybody could pull up. And, of course, Nico pulls up in his car.
Yeah.
He parks next to the gardener's truck.
He's like, where the fuck is the gardener?
He's
what
like
landscaping? No landscaping is being done right now.
Yeah, he's like, damn, bro, y'all gotta fire him. He's not doing a good job.
He needs to use the bathroom that long?
Exactly. He don't got no green thumb. He got a red one. So then he's walking towards the house with an envelope. And she gets in front of him in a bikini, mind you. And he's like, yes.
And it's pink, right? Because she loves wearing pink.
She loves pink.
She a pink girly. He's like, this fucking bubblegum looking ass bitch.
Yes. And then he's like, move. And she's like, you can't go in because daddy isn't home. My papa is not home.
Salvatore.
Damn, just that name alone is doing something to me.
Oh, hell no. You know her dad is not it.
Nah, he's old.
I feel like pot belly.
Yeah, 100%.
Like salt and pepper. Maybe just pepper. Nah, maybe just salt, to be honest.
And you know...
Wrinkly.
Like
wrinkly balls, too.
Salvatore. Okay, so...
He walks in and the music starts playing.
You hear it from afar, you're like... He's coming down the hall.
Angels.
So, she's like, my papa isn't home. And then he whispers in her ear, he's like, you're lucky I have shit to do today. And he gives her an envelope and he's like, give this to your papa.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, whatever. So then fast forward, there's a party. Mind you, in the beginning of this book, there's like party. There's party.
Yeah, a lot of parties.
A lot of parties.
There's like, I don't even fucking know. Yeah, it's just the Italians. They must party a lot.
They party a lot. Yeah.
A lot of wine, a lot of pizza.
A lot of wine. And then, okay.
A lot of pasta.
There's a party. And we meet Oscar Perez. So they inviting the Colombians. They inviting some Hispanics. And then we meet Oscar. That his hips don't lie. He looked like Maluma.
Shit, I kind of, I fuck with Maluma.
Nah, but he's nasty.
Oh yeah,
this Oscar motherfucker, he's a woman hater. He like, apparently he like,
yeah,
beats him. So he puts his hand like low on her back, and he's been known to be like inappropriate with her. But whatever. And then he whispers in her ear, like, I'm very disappointed what I've heard about you. Very disappointed. He got that Colombian accent, that sexy ass Colombian. I'm very disappointed.
Very
disappointed.
Very. Why do you sound a little Russian?
Very disappointed. Hell, and I'd be like, shit, bro. I'm very disappointed.
I wonder why.
Isn't Christian Russian?
Christian's Russian.
Yeah. Okay, when that video comes.
Nah, but he doesn't speak in a Russian accent. Remember? Well, no, you don't remember because you don't know yet.
I don't know.
No, he's like, they think that he's, FBI, normal guy.
Normal guy. He's Russian.
Yeah, he's not Russian.
From Mother Russia. Cut your hand off.
Yeah.
So.
That's low key. That's low key that he's Russian.
Oh, it's on the low.
It's on the low.
Oh, okay. It's on the low.
Yeah.
It's on the low. Nobody knows. So, he's like, I'm very disappointed in you. Because apparently she done fucked the guy. She lost her virginity.
Yeah. She's what is it? Dirty.
She's nothing now.
That's why, because I think
she loose down
I
there.
think that she was supposed to marry Nico. But then she like
she fucked.
But so she couldn't. So then this motherfucker was like, you can't get my eldest, so I'll give you this one.
Yeah.
This child. This literally, she got 2 brain cells.
She's like, she's always like, Mr. Rabbit, the gardener. Okay, so he starts like gripping her hard, and he lets go, and she notices Nico is behind her, and Nico grabs her wrist and takes her outside, and he takes her to a blind spot outside the mansion where the cameras don't see them, and then she's like, why are we here? And he goes like, oh, I saw that prick push you around and touch your ass. And he's like, I was wondering if I could get away with the same.
Are you engaged?
Sir.
All you have to do is ask.
I'll just turn around.
Real quick. I didn't see anything.
Turn around. So she goes to leave, and he asks her to stay. So she does. She stays. And he pulls out a cigarette, and he starts, because he's Italian, of course.
It's of course a cigarette.
What are you going to do? This is why Italians go like this.
Yeah. They got one cigarette, and the other one got a gun.
They got it.
Oh, my God.
They need their hands.
That's why he shoots like this. The other one is smoking.
Gang, gang. So he starts smoking, and he sees that she's watching him. He's like, "You want some? You want some cancer? Yeah, you want some nicotine? What a bad influence. Say no to drugs. Don't smoke no cigarette." So she mentions how like, oh, like they're gonna smell smoke on me. Like I'm so bad. And then he's like, "Come here." So she stops, and he like pulls her close, so like she's literally like right here, and he's like. And he's like, no smoke. And he walks away.
Yeah.
I'll be like, okay.
Thanks for sniffing me.
Yeah. And then he tells her, like, I want the list tomorrow. Because he had asked her to make a list on what her sister likes and dislikes. Yeah, that list is going to be. So, fast forward. Elena, I forgot to mention, she's a dancer. She has a performance. And in the performance, she kisses this guy named Tyler. Well, she doesn't kiss him. I'll explain later. Yeah. I'll explain later. But basically, when she gets out, Nico's there. And he's like, get in the fucking car. And she's like, damn, motherfucker. Hello. Good evening. How are you? And then they get in the car, and he's like, does your father know you're kissing men on stage? And she's like, I was sucking his life away. And he's like, and she's like, that's not what I meant. She's like, I'm deaf. She's like, it was platonic. And he's looking at her like,
do I look stupid to you?
He's like, that's still inappropriate on a man's lips. So then he's like, prove it was platonic. And she's like, okay, but you need to keep it a secret. And he's kind of like taken aback. He's like, she's gonna do it. She gonna do it. And oh, girl, she does it. She like presses her lips to his, and she's like, she takes his breath away. Literally, she takes his breath away. No, and then when she's like pulling back, she kind of like kisses his top lip, like, you know, like when you got a lip trapped in between.
Yeah, you do like a little, you suck it.
That was him. And then she's like, see? And he's just like,
it's like hard as fuck.
No, for real. And then like they need to pass by a gas station, and he can't get up because he's burnt. So she needs to go to the restroom. And she comes back out. And she's like,
she looked
disturbed.
Yeah,
she looked disturbed. He's like, what happened? Wow. So what's going on?
Yeah. And she's like, no, nothing. Like the guy inside, you know.
What he do?
I would literally, I don't know. Would you tell him?
Yeah, I'd be like, kill him.
Kill that motherfucker.
Kill him. No, but he's like, what he do? What he do? And then she's like, oh, like I used the restroom. When I came out, he's like, where's the money? I didn't have no money.
Yeah,
money. So he's like, no money.
I'm about to grope your ass.
No money. Suck a cock.
Pay up.
You're like so he's like,
oh my god.
Oh, you got no money.
Get on your knees, bitch.
He goes to he's like,
oh my god.
He's like, he smacks her ass. He's like, get out of here before I make you pay some other way. She's like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So she goes, and that's what she tells Nico.
Yeah.
And Nico's like, what hand did he use? She's like, no. She's like, no,
don't do it.
She's like, it's okay.
Don't do it.
It's okay. He's like, what fucking hand? What fucking hand?
Tell me right now, sweetheart.
Right, sweetheart. What's the hand? He's already taking out his gun. She's like, fuck, bro.
Oh my god.
He gets out of the car.
Yeah.
She's not answering him. He gets out. He grabs the gas canister. And the guy that's like putting gas next to him, he's like, fuck no. I'm
out this bitch.
He's like, nah. And he heads inside.
Yeah.
And the guy's in the register. And he's like, he looks at him with the gas canister and he's like, and then he sees his ace tattoo. And he's like,
I know who this motherfucker is. I done fucked up.
Nico's like, you know that girl that just came in here?
She's gonna be my sister-in-law.
She's my sister-in-law.
That I want to
fuck. You done fucked with the wrong one. And then he starts throwing gas everywhere.
Yeah.
And he's like, you got insurance on this? And he's like, yeah. He's like, which one? So he's like, whatever, Tre insurance. Yeah. And he's like, not anymore. He's like, and he's like, run. So the guy runs and then he flicks his little cigarette.
Bomb. And he's like just walking. He's walking outside.
Oh no, the cigarette's gone. He's just like, fuck, what do I do with my hands now?
He has it on the gun.
He's walking out like John Wick.
Background.
Yeah. And she's in the car like, oh god.
Oh my god.
So fast forward. So Elena has a cousin named Benito, and it's not Bad Bunny. Benito is taking Elena to a pool party. I think it's Tyler's pool party, the one she sucked his life away. But he has to drop something off by Nico's first. So whatever, they pull up to Nico's house, and Benito has to go to the bathroom. So he goes to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And Nico asks her, like, you're going to Tyler's party, right? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, Tyler, what's his name? Like, he says his full name. And she's like, how the fuck you know his full name? And then he's like,
I got my ways.
You're gonna be my sister-in-law. Like, what do you expect? And she's basically like, even if you're marrying into the family, like, stay out of my life. If you're gonna be in someone's life, be in your fiance's life.
Yeah, my sister.
That? Yes. And then she asks him, she's like, have you always been unhinged, or is your controlling, delusional nature a product of inadequacy? Inadequacy, my bad. Inadequacy. And then he grabs her by the neck. And she's like, that's it. Like, he's going to off me. And she notices that, like, he steps away from her. And she's like, what the fuck? And he walks away. And when she looks down, her bikini straps are cut. So her bikini is fucked.
That's it. No pool party for her.
No pool party. At least she can't get in the water. And then Benito comes out of the bathroom. And he's like, come on, like, let's go. And she gets her, like, bikini top and throws it, like, under Nico's hood. And Nico's just there, like... And then Benito's like, what do you got on your neck? And she has, like, grease stains on her neck from when he grabbed her.
Because he was fixing his car.
Because
he's that motherfucker.
He's talented like that. So yeah, that's what happened. Fast forward. There's another party. And again, Nico and Elena end up smoking together. Again, bad influence. And she calls him brother. And he's like, don't call me that. He don't like that. He doesn't like that
Not
title.
when I want to fuck you.
No.
Nah, I'm not into that taboo shit.
And then he gives her his phone. And he's like, since you forgot the fucking list, like, write on my phone what your sister likes and dislikes. And whatever, she's like typing it. Like, she even writes, like, not you. And then she gets a picture. Well, not her. He gets a picture. And it's Tony's girlfriend, Jenny. And it's a nude.
Yeah.
She's nude. And she's like... She's like, is this Tony's girlfriend? She's like, you're sleeping with Tony's girlfriend? And she's like, stop sleeping with her. And then she's like, are you going to be faithful to my sister? And Nico's like, does she expect me to? And she's like, answer my question. If not, you're not going to get your phone back. And she puts it in between her titties. Now, she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. She's like, you're not going to get your phone back. And he pushes her against the wall. And he's like, you think that's going to stop me?
That ain't going to stop shit.
That's not going to stop anything. And then she's like, well, if you try to grab it, that'll be inappropriate. And then the phone slips down to her stomach. So, fuck. Now he really got to go digging.
Yeah.
And he's like, you have 3 seconds. And she's like, you haven't answered my question. So he's like, all right, fine. Real quick, bro. He grabs her dress. He lifts it. She's like, oh my God. And she's there like, she's wet. Her clitoris is throbbing. And then he grabs his phone. And he tells her, he's like, you already know the answer to your question. And he walks away. Damn. And then in his head, in that scene, he was like, control yourself, motherfucker. He's like, just grab the phone, turn around, walk away. Yeah.
They spend more time together than he does with his fiance.
Yep. So then, after that interaction, he's like heated.
Yeah.
He's heated. So Nico sends the picture to Tony. He sends the nude to Tony. Now, all of a sudden, Tony pulls up behind him, smashes a glass against his head. Nico body slams him to the floor. At one point, Nico grabs like a chair, breaks it on him. A fucking fight. And then fast forward. This is where we get introduced to Mr. Crush
at another fucking party.
Mr. Crush.
The fucking, what party is this?
No, this is the morning. She's going on a run.
Yes.
She's going on a run.
Yes.
And her dad is like, Elena, come here real quick. So she goes. And sitting there is a sexy motherfucker. And she even says it. She's like, he's fine. She's like, I need to get over my brother-in-law and
get this motherfucker right here.
Yep. This is how. And then like they start talking and she's like, oh, like I just run every day at 8 a.m.
You want to join?
And then like they end up leaving, and then when she turns, Nico's there and he's like, since when do you run every morning? And she's like, since now.
Shit, since this fine ass motherfucker. This FBI agent.
Yeah, and then Nico's like, he's a cop. And she's like,
it's a red flag, but
it is a red flag, but it's okay.
It's a red flag I can't see.
It doesn't matter. And then Nico goes like, if you let any man touch you, I swear to God, I'll deliver his hands in a fucking box. Now, what is this giving?
It's giving Zayd.
It's giving Zayd. I'd be like,
I like Zayd.
But I'd be like, Daddy, chill.
Shit.
What the fuck are you talking about? Sending me his hands in a box.
They're not even together. Like,
yeah.
You got some possession over me I don't know about?
So then that's why she's like, is he jealous?
Or am I?
So she decides to test it. She's like, I'm going to test him. So Nico, Christian, and her dad are meeting by the pool. And she's like, I'm going to pull out my smallest, tiniest, most hoish bikini, and I'm going to go to the pool, because why the fuck not?
Yeah, I'm in my house.
Right? So she goes to the pool in this tiny-ass bikini. And her dad is just there, Salvatore.
Yeah.
It's just there like...
He's like, bitch, go put on some fucking clothes.
He's like, please excuse my daughter. He's like,
the way that my dad would literally like... My mom too. Who the fuck am I even kidding?
Isabella, take that shit off right now.
I'll be like, say less.
For those motherfuckers, including you, Salvatore, taking this shit off. So her dad is just there like trying to get these motherfuckers' attention. Yeah. He's like, so the deal we killing.
Listen,
look over here.
Eyes on me,
not the other two things you'll be looking at. So she goes to the kitchen, and she's like trying to reach a glass to drink some water, and from behind her a hand grabs it for her. She turns around, as Nico, and then wait, no, she doesn't turn around. She's turned around. She's still facing the cabinet.
Yeah.
This whole scene is...
But it's a tan hand.
It's a tan. It's that Italian.
Olive skin. So she knows it's him.
She's like, it's Nico.
She's like, either that or it's my fucking dad. Like,
this is my dad pressed against me. Ooh, Salvatore.
It's definitely not Christian, because you know Christian. Nah. The Russians are more.
They're a little pastier.
Yeah, like me.
Little pastier. Yes. Yes, but no, it's Olive.
Olive. Yeah.
And it's Nico. It's not Salvatore. Yeah. And she's like, thanks, and she goes to walk away, but he traps her against the counter. He's like, and he goes like, do you want men to respect you dressing like that? And she's like, what if that's what I want? To be disrespected. Whew. And he's like, do you want him to fuck you? You want him to fuck you? Christian? You want the FBI motherfucker to fuck you? And she's like, what if I do? And then she goes like, do you respect me? And then he's like still from behind her, and he starts like putting his fingers under her bikini, like tracing it, like tracing the edge like that. She's like
trim.
She's like, oh my god. And then like she leans back against him, and she feels his pee is hard. He's bricked. And then he's like, you want me to respect you? And she shakes her head, girl. She's like, she's like, please don't. She's like, please don't respect me. And then he's like, you like it when men disrespect you? And she grabs his hand. And when she grabs his hand, he looks down at their hands. But I forgot. I don't think I mentioned. She wears a ring.
Yeah. She
wears a ugly ring.
Yeah, like from the coin machine.
Yes.
Cheap shit.
That
25 cents.
The guy that she lost her virginity to gave her.
Yeah.
Now that guy ended up dead.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened. They fucking killed his ass.
Yeah, they killed his ass.
So he sees the ring. And then he's like, well, go upstairs and change. And like shoves her away. The ring upset him. He thinks that she's in love with some other motherfucker.
Yeah. So the guy that died.
The guy that died.
Her first love. And
then she's like, no. So he's like, no. He carries her to the stairs. And she's like, okay, like, I'm just kidding. Put me down.
Where the fuck is the dad? Where's Salvatore?
Salvatore is outside.
With Christian.
He's like, that girl finally went inside.
Thank God.
We could talk business. Who we killing? So then he puts her down, whatever. She has to go change. She has to go change. Fast forward. Another party.
Yeah.
It's another party.
This is the party.
This is the party.
This is the party.
Yeah. She's talking of Christian a lot on the terrace.
Yeah.
And then she asks him, she's like, you want a drink? I got you. She goes to make one. She can't cook, but apparently she can make drinks. And when she goes inside, Nico's there, and he's like, what I tell you about Christian?
What I tell you about that cop?
What I tell you about that cop? And then he's like, stay the fuck away from him. And she's like, you can't tell me what to do. So then he pushes her against the wall, and he leans in. Like, they're like this.
Foreheads touching.
Yes. And then she's like, this is inappropriate, brother. And he's like, this is platonic. And he's like, no Christian. If not, I'm staying right here, and we gonna get caught. And she's like, oh, he's blackmailing me.
Bet.
Okay. So then she's like, okay, no Christian. And he moves away. But in her head, she's like, psych, motherfucker, I'm fucking him. But right when they separate, Benito walks. Bad Bunny walks in. He's like,
oh my god, what's going on here?
Like, baby, love me, don't see. He comes in like. So they whatever. Benito, he's always in the clouds. Though. Yeah. So she keeps talking to Christian all night because she's like, this motherfucker ain't gonna tell me what to do, and I'm getting this penis tonight. Yeah.
And Christian, you know.
Yeah. Christian, you know, he's telling her about.
You're gonna get that scene in his point of view.
Well, that scene, she looked at him and he looked like amused.
Yeah. We all know he wants someone else.
Christian, you know, he's talking to her about her cat.
His cabin. I think like in North Carolina. You should visit sometime.
He was trying to bore her out. He was like, I don't want you. He's like, I got a cabin in the middle of the woods.
Come
on over. It's in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. You won't have no signal.
He's like, I'm a cop.
It has a basement.
I could handcuff you.
Yeah. I have handcuffs. I have a gun.
I got a taser. I got a what's that thing that they hit you with?
the baton. Yo, I'd be like, shit, bro, he gonna break my bones.
Oh my god, he could wear like a Speedo.
So with the little badge.
Yeah. He's stressed for you.
So then they're talking about the cabin, and Nico pulls up and he's like, what y'all talking about?
Yeah. I want to go.
He's like, where
are we going?
Where are we going? And then she's like, none of your business. And Nico's like, you seem a bit angry.
Yeah.
He's
you
like,
should,
maybe you should cool down.
And what does he do?
He pushes her into the pool. I love that scene. That scene was so good.
And she's
like, ah! She's in the pool. Like, everybody's like, oh my god. They help her out. Her mom's like, what happened? She's like, I fell.
I was a klutz.
Nah, girl. Everybody saw it.
Yeah.
Everybody saw him push her in. So since then, everybody's like, it's a little suspicious. It's a little suspicious. So next time she sees Nico, she ignores him. And he's like, oh, like, you're giving me the silent treatment. And she's like, you literally pushed me into a fucking pool in front of everybody. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
And he's like, you're the one who lied and kept talking to Christian. And she's like, you're the one that fucking blackmailed me. And then she's like, quit with the brotherly act. She's like, I already got Tony. And he's like, I'm not your brother. He's like, go inside. And she's like, ask me nicely. And he's like, if you don't get your ass inside, Elena, he's like, you'll be the one screaming, please. I'd be like, okay, I'm staying right here. I'd be like, I'm staying outside.
Yeah.
Take me inside.
Make me say please.
Make me.
Please?
I'd be like, I'm staying inside, outside. Even if there's a fucking tornado and I need to hold on to the fucking bushes. That the gardener Ryan does nothing to them because he's just screwing my sister.
How the fuck does he have time for everything?
Who, Ryan?
Yeah.
He's like, the lawn looks good today. He goes upstairs.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Let's throw some leaves around. Make it seem like I was
just
blowing.
Get the blow dryer, the fucking...
Make it seem like I was blowing some leaves around.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get blown upstairs. So they go to her uncle's restaurant. The pizzeria. Pizzeria.
But it's not Tony.
It's not Tony. It's not Tony. I think his name is Francisco or something.
Yeah. Another Italian motherfucker.
Another Italian. He's like, hey, welcome. Whatever. They sit down.
Yeah.
They're like having lunch and planning a wedding. And all of a sudden they hear, you look outside. And then Nico's like, shit, the Mexicans are here. I think they were the Mexicans.
It's another gang.
And he like tackles Miss Girl. He tackles Elena, not his fiance.
Yeah.
And they're shooting out the pizzeria, bro. Pizzeria.
Fuck Adriana.
Yeah, Adriana's... The Mexicans don't fuck that shit up. They fucked the pizza place up. Whatever. He's like tackling her to the ground and she's like panicking. And he's like, it's okay. Like, breathe. Whatever. He's like, everyone's okay. Like, don't worry, everyone's fine. All of a sudden you hear Benito, fuck! He got shot.
Yeah, Benito got shot.
Bad buddy. He got no more music. So he got shot.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, oh my god. And all of a sudden Adriana's like, I'm pregnant.
She was probably like, we should go check on the baby.
And she's like, this seems like the right time.
Yeah.
Everybody just got like fucking...
We almost died.
There was a drive-by.
I should tell them that I in this second chance of life, I don't want to be with Nico.
I'm pregnant.
Yeah. With the gardener.
Yeah. My baby's going to be gardeners. So then all of the men in the family start interrogating her.
Yeah.
And Elena keeps telling her, like, don't tell them shit. Don't tell them.
Because she already knows. They killed her motherfucker.
Yes.
So she's like, they don't give a fuck that you're pregnant.
Exactly. So she's like, don't tell them.
Yeah.
And then, like, her uncle gets mad and he's about to slap her. But Nico grabs his hand. Oh, girl, this part, I was like, I love this motherfucker. I love Nico, bro. He goes like, he tells her uncle, hit a woman in front of me and you won't be alive to do it again. What a woman lover. What a feminist.
Sure. And he's getting nudes on his phone.
True.
I mean, he's loving. He's loving on her body.
He's loving.
Yeah, he's loving on her body. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. So then, Tony ends up carrying Elena out. And as he's carrying her out, Elena again goes like, Adriana, don't tell him shit. Whatever. They close the door. She ends up like hitting the door. And then fast forward, Nico and Salvatore sit down. We need to put that song in the background of one of the clips. So then they sit down. They're like, all right. And immediately Salvatore is like, you can't have Elena. Nico's like, I don't think you could tell me what I could have when you just fucked me over.
Yeah.
Well, his daughter did, but you fucked me over.
Because he doesn't want... She's not a virgin, and...
She's pregnant.
She's pregnant. That's
pregnant.
Yeah.
The fuck? Yeah. And then Salvatore goes like, well, sorry, Elena's already engaged.
Yeah.
And
to the Oscar motherfucker.
To a Colombian?
Yeah, to the Colombian. Like, ooh. To
the
coke dealer, probably.
Yeah. And he's like, is the contract signed? And he's like, yeah, everything's done. Like, she's engaged to him. Yeah. And he's like...
Bet.
Okay.
Next day.
Elena, you know, she just woke up.
Yeah.
You know, she had her coffee. She's like, let me watch the news.
Yeah. She puts on the news.
Yeah. Trump and Biden come out. She's like, nah, I'm changing that shit. She's like,
next.
And then headlines, girl. Oscar Perez found shot
dead
in the head. Oh, he went in the head.
Yeah.
And she's like, girl, I was like, this man, bro, this man. And then you hear Salvatore in the other room. He's like, son of a bitch! And he's like, Elena, come in here. Where she goes to his office, and when she goes in, Nico's already there. Yeah. Nico's already there.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna get that pussy one way or another, no matter what it takes.
And Elena walks in. He's like, you're getting married.
Yeah, you're engaged.
And she's like, what? To who? And he's like,
who the fuck you think?
Turn your head, bitch, to him. And Nico's like,
yeah, me, baby. Shit.
Sweetheart. And she's like, no. But she says, mind you, she says no. And Nico's like, he's like, what the fuck you say? But she says no because she knows that if she marries him, she's gonna fall for him. So she's like, no.
Yeah. And
her dad's like, it takes me back to the sacrifice. Snap the fuck out of it. He's like, you're gonna get married whether you like it or not. He's like, enough. Shit. And then on top of that, he's like, and you're staying with him until the wedding. Those are his terms, not Salvatore's.
Salvatore's over it, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, this one lost her virginity to I don't fucking know who. This one fucked the gardener and got pregnant. The fucking fiance got shot in the head. No. Just fucking take her already. I don't give a fuck.
He's like, take her. And then she's like, I can't cook. And I spend a lot of money. Like, I don't think you want me.
And he's like, I got money, baby.
Yeah.
Shit, I got a black card.
He's like, I have the money. Yeah. And I think literally when they pull up to the house, he gives her his card.
Yeah, he does.
He's like, here's for all the money you spend.
Shit.
Bitch!
And he got a chef. He's like, don't worry, baby. You don't got to cook.
Not girl, but the chef.
Yeah.
The chef.
Yeah.
Fuck the chef. Okay, so she packs her bags and she needs to go. And immediately, like, they get to his house. He's like, come here. And he grabs her. He grabs her, like, by the hair, like, right at the nape, like that. And he buries his face, like, in her neck, and he sniffs her. And he's like, you feel so good.
He's like, I finally got you, baby. It's giving... It's giving, like... No, not anyone. It's just giving, like, obsession.
It's just giving.
Yeah.
It's giving. So he picks her up, girl, and he sits her on the kitchen island. And he starts kissing her neck. And then he starts grinding his hips into hers. She feels his pepe.
Yeah.
And it's hard against her coochie. And then he's like, take off your shirt. She's like, yes, it's happening, bro. And she's like, promise not to kill the father of Adriana's baby. And I will.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do anything you want me to. And he goes to, like, step back. But she, like, grabs him by the belt. And he's like, if you want to seduce a man, grab him by the belt.
Yeah.
Or the tie. And then...
If he wears a tie.
If he wears a tie.
Yeah.
And he looks down at her hand. And he's like, He's like, fine. If you take
that shit off.
Nah, girl, if you take it all off, not just the shirt, everything. And she's like, she's literally like, she's taking everything off.
I'll be like, rip it.
She starts taking everything off. And at the end, she's only like in her pink thong. And he's in a full suit. He starts walking towards her and she's like, wait. And then like, she's like, I haven't finished, because she was going to take off her underwear too. She's like, I haven't finished. But he grabs her by the hair, again, by the same spot. And he pulls her in for a kiss, but she turns her head, bitch. She goes,
psych.
Nah. I'd be like,
let's suck again. I'm gonna suck the life out of you. More platonic kisses, baby.
I'm definitely
I'll platonic kiss your dick too, like
platonically. You finish eating his ass. It's platonic.
Oh hell no.
Nah, I just finished, being in between your booty cheeks.
That's what the girls say, right? That's what the girlies say when they don't want to be in there.
What?
They'd like make up an excuse. They'd be like, nah, like it wasn't like that. No. I didn't want to eat his ass.
I promise you. Like, that's nasty. I don't do that. Bend over.
Spread them cheeks,
booty
baby.
Cheeks. Let me see that booty hole. That hairy booty hole.
He can wax.
Damn, wax.
I'll wax that asshole.
Ooh. Take some skin.
Wax it for him.
Okay, so okay. Let's get back into it.
Yeah.
That was funny. She's like, oh, you could have anything but that. And again, it's because she doesn't want to fall for him.
She knows, because kisses are
intimate.
Yeah.
They're intimate. Yeah. They're romantic.
Yeah. You can fuck anyone.
But
a
kissing?
Kiss? Nah. Mm-mm.
So then he looks over at her ring, because he thinks that she doesn't want to kiss him
because she's still in love with this other guy, the dead motherfucker,
the dead one.
Yeah. And
then he's like, spread your legs, and he starts, touching her, sucking her nipple, and then he drops to his knees. And he starts munching on her clitoris and her cooter.
What a man. In a suit.
A full suit.
I'd be like, mental picture. Picture.
I love when men do this with the tie. They go,
my boyfriend doesn't wear a tie. Well, when he goes out.
I mean, girl, fancy occasion.
Fancy occasion.
You get him a little high, he'll be like, it's like, yes, baby. But whatever, he drops to his knees.
Yeah.
And he starts munching. And then, like, mid-munch, he's like, Nicholas. And he's like, what's my name? And she's like, your name's Nicholas. Like, the fuck? He's like, what's my name? And she's like, Nico. And she goes on the counter. And then she's on the counter like, she's like, where am I?
Bring the Lysol wipes. I ain't eating on that fucking counter.
For real. Girl, and it was her first orgasm experience. It's her first orgasm.
He has no idea though.
No, he has no idea. He has no idea. He's been a first in a few things.
Yeah. She yeah.
Yes. And then he's like leaving the house, and he's like, you'll call me Nico from now on. I just finished eating you out, girl. Like, you don't call me Nico.
Yeah. We're on a first name basis now. First nickname basis.
It ain't no Nicholas no more.
Nico.
Yes. So fast forward. Nico takes her to his club. He runs like a poker club. And girl, she runs into a man, and they're talking and this and that. And then he's like, my name's Sebastian Perez.
I think he's supposed to be the fourth book.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
I know.
I like that Colombian motherfucker. Mr. Maluma. So then,
he gonna be fine.
Whoa, I'm ready for some Colombian.
I've been waiting for like how fucking long? Like 4 years now? 2 years?
Danielle, come on, Danielle.
Girly.
What's going on? Get on your computer, start put your fingers to work. Okay, so anyway, he tells her, he's like, my brother liked you a lot, but he's like, but I didn't like him. He's like, nobody liked him. He didn't run shit right. He didn't run shit right.
I run shit right.
And Nico ends up liking him. He's like, I like how he does business.
Just imagine his accent.
That Colombian accent.
Ooh, with the chain. You know he got like a gold chain.
Always.
Oh, baby.
Always. So then Nico pulls up behind her. And he's like, go. He's like, go back. And she leaves, but she stays hidden around the corner to listen to the conversation. And Sebastian tells Nico, he's like, you know what's funny? My brother thought someone was going to kill him. And he hired a private investigator. And I saw the pictures, Nico, and you know, I'm surprised. I was surprised to see you shooting my brother in the head in those pictures. And Elena's like, Elena didn't know. Elena's like, Nico killed him?
She thought it was like a drug deal gone wrong.
And then Sebastian is like, if you do business with me, those pictures are gone.
Nah, no one has to know.
Nah, they'll be gone.
Yeah. I didn't like him either, so shit.
Exactly. He's like, I didn't fuck with him. He was my own brother.
Yeah,
so I understand.
now I'm running the Colombian Empire.
Yes.
So, like, it's fine. Exactly. Win-win, baby.
And it is drugs.
Yeah.
Like, they do deal with
coke. Yeah. The good shit.
And then Nico's like, we'll talk. Handshake. And Sebastian's like, but can I ask you, like, why you did it? And Nico's like, he had something I wanted. Bitch. And then Nico goes back to the office and Elena's there. And she starts questioning him. She's literally like, did you know Oscar? Like, were you guys friends? Like, what was going on? And then Nico's like, I didn't fucking know the guy, Elena. Like, I didn't know him. So in her head, she's like, that confirms it. What he wanted was me.
She's
like, it was me, man.
You know her pussy's having a party down there. Like, I'm gonna get some dick tonight. I'm gonna get some dick tonight.
So back at the house, Elena goes to his room.
Yeah. I'm the owner of this house, baby. I'm gonna be the owner of that day too.
Yes, good girl. She goes in his room because she's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
She's like, I confirmed that this is the motherfucker I want.
Yeah.
And then he's sitting on the bed, and she goes to stand in between his legs, and he starts moving his. He starts like caressing her, and starts moving his hands up her thighs. And you know, she's like, this is it. And eventually he slips like under her shorts.
Yeah.
And he starts
going to town.
And she places her hand on like the nape of his neck. And he goes like, he's like,
don't caress me.
But she's like, what the fuck? Like, why'd he do that? And then all of a sudden he's like, take it off. And she sees that he's staring at her ring. He wants her to take off the ring, thinking it belongs to like some other motherfucker. And she takes it off, girl. She lets it hit the floor and everything. She's like,
if this is like an engagement ring, guys, it's like a fucking ring pop.
I know, literally.
It's like a 25-cent ring pop. It
got like, you know, the ones that like you shift and they change.
I know, it's like a mood ring, I think. This motherfucker's like, listen, like, I got money. I could buy you something better. Something nice.
She ends up getting nice. So then he makes her from just the finger, and he's like, get on the bed. So she gets on the bed, and he pulls off her shorts, and he asks her, he's like, did you wear these just to fuck with me? Like the shorts. Because she used to wear them back in the time. Yeah. When, you know, she was just running around the villa. And then she's like, yes. And he asked her, he's like, who else do you fuck with? And in her head, she's like, he's slut shaming me. He's calling me a whore. So then she's like, go fuck yourself, Nicholas. And she goes to get up. He throws her on the bed. He's like, if you want me to stop, say platonic.
That's a safe word.
And she's like, whatever, like, call me a whore, whatever you want. She's like, I kind of forgot I didn't want you to disrespect me. So then he starts munching on her again. And she's like, okay, like, I want it. She's like, pull it out. Let me see it. Let's see it. So
let's see that olive.
Let's see it. The olive colored
schlong.
And he gets on top of her, and she's like, she's like caressing him, and she stopped at his waistband, and then he's like, go lower. And then she starts like jerking him, and then he like gets off her because he can't anymore. He's like, that's it, motherfucker. So he lays down on his back, and he pulls off like his briefs, and he goes into his nightstand and he gets a condom, and this girl straddles him, and she's like grinding herself on him, but she grinds a little too hard, and it slips inside without the condom.
It just bloop.
Yep, before he can even get it open, and he's like
all of a sudden it's nice and warm.
He's like, oh.
He's like, I'm not feeling air anymore.
He sees the white light.
Oh, he's about to find out. He's about to find out everything.
Yes, girl. Ugh. And he's like, no, like, he's like, we need a condom. And she, she keeps like, but anything she goes hard. And then he's like, fuck it. And he flips her over and he starts like thrusting. And he whispers in her ear, he's like, you want to know a secret? He's like, I've never fucked a woman without a condom. No wonder this motherfucker's like,
he's never had that feeling.
He's like, wow.
He's like, I'm gonna hit it raw, baby.
Damn. Yeah. And then whatever, she comes, and then he asks her, he's like, who fucks you? And then she's like, you do. And he's like, okay. He's like, who else? She's like, just you.
He's like, no one else.
And then he's like, I'm gonna come inside you, and then I'm gonna fuck you again. And then they do. And then after they fuck, I think it's like the next morning, and she like wakes up and she picks the ring off the floor. She puts it back on and leaves. And then she hears like a crash inside his room, and it's that like he got so angry he like threw a lamp against the wall. Damn. He's like, fuck, bro, like she's in love with some other motherfucker. I get him. So fast forward. Ooh, girl, we get introduced to the chef. Elena meets Isabel.
Yeah.
And Isabel's like, who the fuck are you?
So I'm the owner of this house.
The fuck are you?
Who are you?
And then Isabel smells like the shampoo that Elena found in her bathroom. So she's like, they're fucking. She's like,
not only are you the chef, you be serving food and pussy.
And pussy, apparently.
Both.
So then she's like, I'm gonna have to get used to him fucking other women, apparently.
Yeah.
So she texts Benito. She texts Benito. And she asks him, like, please pick me up.
Yeah.
So he does. And she leaves a note behind saying, I'm going to visit my sister. She leaves a note. And then at her family's house, she's visiting Adriana. Adriana's pregnant as fuck. She be having a bunch of symptoms. And then she hears a commotion downstairs. Like, ah! She goes downstairs and everybody's like,
guns out.
All the guns are out. She's like, what the fuck? And obviously Nico's there. Nico's there with, I think, Luca. And her dad comes out. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, what the
Salvatore.
fuck? Salvatore. He's like, what's going on? What's going on here? He's like, God damn it. He's like, I had enough.
He's like, I already told you to fucking take her.
Literally. But he's like, you know what, Nico? I'm pulling out. That's it. It's done. He's like, you're not marrying her.
Oh, God.
And Nico looks at him and he's like, if you want a fucking war, it starts right now.
Okay. Shit.
And then Elena's like, oh, fuck. And her dad's like, go to your room. He's like, go to your room, Elena. And Nico's looking at her like, stay. Like, stay with me.
Like, let's go home.
Yes. So then she's like turning to go to her room. But then she goes back to Nico. And she's like, I'm staying with him.
You're welcome, Dad. You're welcome, Salvatore.
Literally, you were gonna have a fucking war on your hands because of my pussy.
Yeah.
So she tells Luca, she's like, I left a note. And Luca's like, the note wasn't there.
Who got the note?
Who got the note?
Who got the note?
I wonder who.
She thought it was a grocery list.
The fucking servant. So then when they get home, like she feels guilty, and you know she wants to apologize to Nico. So she goes up to Nico, bro, and Nico, he like just cups her face because he almost lost her. So he like cups her face and like they kind of hug, and she's like, oh, like I left a note, and he's like, I know. And she's like, can I ask for something? And he tells her like anything, and she tells him, I want Isabel gone. And he's like, done.
That's it.
Done. And she's like, and no women, like if you want to fuck, it's not gonna be done here, it's gonna be done elsewhere, whatever.
Go to the motel.
And he's like, done. He's in his head, he's like, I don't even want to fuck anyone else.
I want you. I just want you.
And then he walks her inside, and he puts her on his lap in the couch. So she's straddling him, and she slips the ring off her fingers. Mind you, girl, at this point you're like adding fuel to the fire. Yeah. Like, just tell the man. Yeah. Just tell the man.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Exactly.
I don't think he would give a fuck once you tell him.
No, he wouldn't. He'd be like, oh, yeah. Fuck. He's dead already.
But he thinks, he just thinks that she's in love with him.
Yes.
But it's no, baby.
It's not.
It's some miscommunication. Just tell him already.
God damn. Shit. So then she gets on her knees and she's like, I've never done this before. But this is for real. This wasn't like the other book we read that she started playing with the balls. this is for real.
Yeah. She's like, I've never done this before.
I've never done this before.
She's like,
for real. She's like,
she got the hand combo.
The fuck? She's like, it's getting a little hard.
I've never done this before.
I was like, what the hell is this? She's like, I promise you, I've never done this before. Fuck.
You like some of this?
She hit it like he's there like he's like, this is the best fucking I forgot it.
Oh my god.
But no,
like, God damn, I usually pay for this shit.
I was like, what the fuck is this? You professional? But no, this girl for real. She's like, she pulls it out and she's like, how am I gonna get this inside my mouth?
Yeah.
She's like, how is it gonna fit?
I just lick it.
So yeah, she starts licking it. You know, she doesn't know what to do. She's like, and he's like, put it in your fucking mouth. He's like, suck. So whatever she does, she sucks him off, and then he has to pull her off, like,
cause
she's doing a little too good.
Yeah,
So he's like, before, like, let's stop before like I come
in your mouth.
Yeah, in your mouth, and then you really gonna get freaked out.
Yeah, cause she's never done that before. So
you're gonna be drowning.
Yeah.
But whatever. And then he has her write his face. Love that. And then he drops her onto his pee-pee, like, girl, like hard to the hill. And then she's like,
balls deep.
She's like, but whatever, like, mid fuck, girl, it turns romantic. She kisses him. So now is love. They making love now. And then he comes inside her again. But apparently she's on birth control.
Yeah. No babies.
No babies.
Not like the sister in the gardener.
No. So she wakes up the next morning, and then he's like, good morning. We're getting married today.
Yeah.
She's like, no. He even has a dress, like a white dress. He's like,
put it on.
We're getting married. He's like, today you're gonna be Elena Russo. Like, we're not waiting no more.
I'd be like, say less, baby. Yep. I wouldn't even fight him on it.
Me either. Is that he got scared, girl. Yeah. Like, her dad tried pulling out.
Yeah.
He almost lost her. Okay, so he takes her to court. They get married. They say, I do. And then back at home, they get spicy again. And girl, he slips a finger in the wrong hole.
For some fun.
But he's like, shh.
To add a little bit of spice.
He's like, it's okay. And I think she comes just from the finger in the booty hole. The fuck was he doing back there? Fucking no. And girl, they're like basically like in a honeymoon stage right now. Like for a week straight, they've been fucking. They've been going to town. And like they've been sleeping in his room, in his bed, you know, like a married couple. And then one morning she wakes up and she's feeling guilty, and I'm like, what the fuck you planning, bitch?
Oh God.
She takes a note from like the duffel bag. Mind you, like they woke up and Nico was like, "Good morning, my love," and kissed her. He's like, "I'm gonna go work on the car." Blah, blah, blah.
A normal day.
Yes.
And this bitch is like sitting in her room and the fucking guilt starts eating her.
Fucking playing Mission Impossible. I don't even know what the fuck she's doing. She takes a note from the duffel bag, a letter, some cash.
Oh God.
And she leaves on a bus, girl. And she goes to her uncle's pizzeria. I don't know why she went there, but she had to use his computer.
Yeah.
And she transfers money from Nico's account to her account.
Yeah.
And she goes to a lot of money, girl.
A lot of money.
She
Wasn't
goes
it like
to the
$2
bank.
million?
It was $2 million.
I know. I remember. I was like, oh, bitch.
She goes to the bank and she runs into Sebastian. I don't know what he was doing there, but he was there.
He was getting probably, I don't fucking know, maybe singles for the strippers or
real. And then he starts following her because he's like, "What the fuck are you doing, like out without Nico?"
Yeah, just very casual, not even like with anyone else.
No. And then she's like, "Oh, like stop following me." He's like, "No, like I'm gonna follow you." He's like, "Cause you got hella money on you right now." Like, he's like, "Are you running? Like, what are you trying to do?" And she's like, "No, like I'm not running, but like whatever, sure, come." So then meanwhile, Nico's working on his car and he's thinking he's in love with this girl already. Yeah. He's like, I'm in love with her. And he gets a call. And then they're like, "Oh, we're just calling you because there's some suspicious activity on your account." They're like, "Did you make a transaction for $2 million?
Excuse me? It was at a fucking heart attack.
He's like,
that's probably like pocket change to him. But he's like, $2 million?
No, but he's like, "Yeah, I made the transaction." Yeah. He's like, "Whatever." And then he has a feeling. He runs inside the house. Girl, he checks every room. And she's not there. Gone. So what does he do? Beep, 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 beep. Christian. He's like, "Find that bitch."
FBI, motherfucker.
Yeah. And he's like, "I got you." He's like looking at the camera.
I found her.
He's like, "Sebastian."
He's like, $2 million.
Shit, bro.
The bus.
Ooh. Yeah. But yeah, and then meanwhile, Nico's fucking going crazy. Nico's
pobrecito.
He trashes the house. He's angry because he's like, "She stole from me," and like she left. That's what he's thinking,
and he's in love with her.
Yes. So like obviously that's what I would think too. So I get him. Like she couldn't just tell me, "Listen, this was my plan."
And they're married already.
They're married. He definitely would have helped her out.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, he tells her. He ends up telling her. He's like, "I would have given it to you in a heartbeat."
Yes.
Miscommunication.
But whatever. So Christian calls him.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I found her, but just a heads up, she's with the Colombian motherfucker. She's with Maluma."
Yeah.
"Maluma, baby." She's with him. And he's like, Colombian.
He's like, "How am I supposed to compete with that?"
He's like, "Damn."
And the fucking accent.
Colombian. So then, back to Elena. She's sitting with Sebastian at like a neighborhood. They're like in a park bench or some shit.
I think they're at a bus stop bench.
Oh yeah, probably. And they're watching this lady pick up the duffel bag with all the money.
Yeah.
She left it at her house. So basically she did all this to leave money for the family of the guy that got killed because of her, basically.
The guy that the ring is from.
Yes. And whatever, the lady like is sobbing. She goes inside. All of a sudden,
oh God,
Nico shows up like this. He slams his gun against Sebastian's face. He goes, "Stop!" Sebastian's like,
"Tell me that's not Massimo." That scene,
girl, I don't know. I don't get Massimo vibes from him.
Whatever.
Whatever.
It's him.
Find me another Italian motherfucker.
I don't know any Italian actors.
We'll look it up. So, he's like aiming the gun at Sebastian's head. And Nico starts asking Elena, he's like, "Have you been working with him?" And then he's like, "Were you the one that let him into my club that one day? Like, y'all having an affair?" And she's like, "No, like that." And then Sebastian tells him, he's like,
Girl, it's just him. It's literally just him when you search it up. Italian actors, and he pops up. Tell me that's
he's
not
the only fucking.
Look at that. Oh, girl.
I don't know, but he's not giving me Nico.
He pulls out with the gun. With the gun. Shit.
Are you lost, baby girl?
I'm fucking hella lost. Help me find my home.
So then Sebastian tells Nico, he's like, she wouldn't need your money to run away if she was with me, buddy. Like, he's like, you think she gonna steal from you? I got that coke money. Yeah, like, what the fuck you talking about? And then Nico tells her to get in the car. If not, he's gonna shoot Sebastian right there. So she's like, okay, I'll get in the car. Yeah, he fine as fuck. Yeah. So then they get in the car and they take Sebastian too. They take him somewhere. He survives though. He survives.
Yeah.
And he takes Elena to his penthouse apartment. It's not the other house they were in. He takes her to the penthouse, and then he's like, if you need anything, call. He's like, Luca will bring your bags tomorrow. And then, like, he leaves.
Yeah.
And she's like, fuck. Like, well, she realizes that she's in love with him.
Yeah.
And she's like, fuck. Like, that's it. He's done.
Yeah, he's, like, done with her, basically.
Yeah, he's
like we're going to be married, but we're going to be separate.
Exactly. Yeah. So she, like, falls asleep crying. And when she wakes up, he's there. Now, I'm assuming he spoke to Sebastian already.
Yeah.
Because he's like, start from the beginning. Like, explain everything. And she does, you know, like, she tells him about the guy and how her uncle killed the guy.
Yeah.
And that she wore the ring because she felt guilty, not because she was in love with the guy. And he's like, so then why didn't you want to kiss me? And then she's like, because I didn't want to fall in love with you. And he goes like, did it work? She's like, no, motherfucker. Like,
I'm in love with you.
She's like, no. And then he's like, you lied to my face. You stole from me. And I can't stay away from you for more than a fucking day. But you could just run off, like, without a second thought.
What's not to love?
Then they kiss. And they fuck.
Yeah.
And they
very
make
romantic.
Up. Very romantic. And then, fast forward. They get married.
Yeah.
And he surprises her at the wedding with a carousel because that's a thing that like she wanted to see, and that's how she met the guy, blah, blah, blah. So he surprises her with a carousel, and she tells him like, I love you. And he tells her like, I love you too.
Very romantic.
The end.
Very, very romantic.
But yeah. I really like this book, and I really, really like Nico. A lot.
I gave this book 4 stars.
Yes, me too. 4 stars.
Yeah.
4 stars.
Now Christian, that was a 5-star read.
You
for
gave
me.
him 5.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll read it. I'm gonna read it. Is that gonna be our next video?
We could. Let us know, guys, if you want
the second book, Christian's book. Let us know. But yeah. Let's see. I'm excited. I like Christian.
And keep on commenting down recommendations.
Yes. We saw a lot.
Yes, we saw a lot.
We saw a lot of them.
Keep recommending what you guys want.
I see a lot of Devil's Night.
Yeah.
I see a lot of that one. A lot.
Yes. Don't hate me. I don't like the first 2 books.
Which book do you like?
I like Kill Switch. I like the last 2.
Okay.
I like Will's book, and I liked Damon's book.
Okay, so we could make a deal. If you want us to read it, we could read the one
Kill
that you
Switch.
We could
Kill
read that
Switch
one.
is, oh my god.
Yeah.
Him and Winter's story.
Okay.
Very good.
There you have it.
Very good.
But yeah, guys. Again, we're getting to the bookmarks. I promise you. I promise you. In September.
Yeah, I think that's what we had said. September.
Yes, we're getting to it.
It's actually September 1st. So.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So this month. That's it. That's it.
It's gonna be out.
It's gonna be out.
It's gonna be out.
Yeah.
We're very excited to share a piece of us with the girlies.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Our first mafia. Well, no, not really. We did Rena Kent. But
this one was like,
this one was like mafia. It was
like mafia.
Yeah. Italian mafia.
Yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. You guys popped off. You guys popped off with the recommendation.
This was a good rec. Yeah.
It was, so yeah, guys, we love you.
Thank you for all the love,
Yes.
for all the comments,
Yes.
for all the support.
It keeps us going.
Yes. But yeah, guys, till next time.
Till next time.
Bye.